everyone, welcome to another video on Tutorials Point with Ms.Richa. Today under the module of Teaching Skills for Educators, we will talk about materials and resources. Well friends, this particular module is very important if you are a teacher because of the fact that today's modern teacher uses a lot of different kinds of materials and resources to get the information in order to teach the students. So let us see what is there on the agenda for us. We will talk about learning resources, using authentic materials and how they really help in teaching better, timetabling a sequence of lessons, using songs while teaching, call, which means computer-assisted language learning, using DVD or videos, using games, and using drama activities in order to teach better. Well friends, what are learning resources? It is very important for a teacher to understand that she can get a different kind of resources to teach her students. So the words educational materials invoke images of large print, classroom textbooks with small type, outdated information and content that covers the breadth but not the depth of that particular subject. However, learning resources on the other hand are more than that. Well, they are any tool that helps the teachers to teach and the students to learn. So gone are the times of old textbooks and outdated content, big printed text on books, etc. Today, the world has evolved and changed and modernized, and hence it is important as a teacher to use these different ways and means in order to teach in a more effective manner. Well friends, using authentic materials becomes very important because today copyright issues and confidentiality issues are there in the market. So what are authenticated medicals or rather materials? Authentic materials bridge the gap between classroom language use and real life language use by bringing familiar linguistic situations and materials right into the classroom. Well, gone are the days of using a different kind of a language which was used in the prehistoric times. Today, what students are really interested in is learning real-time situations or the life situations which will help them in a practical manner in their day-to-day living. There are different types of using these authentic materials, which is listening, visual as well as printed. Now let's take a look at how these are authentic materials in order to learn better. Listening, which means that TV shows, radios, commercials, news, broadcast, documentaries, movies, phone messages, etc. Anything which is helping us listen to all of these things will help us understand that they are different means of teaching. Today, you can use all of these different kind of ways in order to teach your students in a better manner. Well, visual, it means that photographs, artwork, signs with symbols, postcards, picture books, etc. Well, anything which is visually appealing to your students in terms of storybooks or anything which is printed, art, symbols, etc. help you to teach in a better manner. Printed, well, your restaurant menus, newspaper articles, company websites, coupons, sales, catalogs, travel brochures, maps, etc. These are again printed in terms of students can learn in this way also. Looking at documentaries, catalogs, maps, etc. help them to learn better. Well friends, now we look at timetabling a sequence of lessons. So what exactly is lesson sequencing? Let's take a look. Lesson sequencing is the process of organizing several lesson plans that will be taught consecutively. The purpose of lesson sequencing is to create smooth transition between the lessons in order to meet the objective of the unit plans and to achieve optimal learning outcomes. Well, as a teacher, it becomes very imperative and important to make sure that you flow from one lesson to the other lesson with as less frequency as possible. It is important that the students understand the flow between one lesson to the other, and hence it becomes very essential that you know your lesson sequencing absolutely in the best of manner. Well friends, I personally love listening to songs, and I think songs can definitely be a very important tool in order to teach students. As I mentioned before, gone are the outdated ways of teaching in a class wherein you're only dependent on textbooks and printed materials. Today students can use songs to learn in a better manner. So what makes music such a great teaching school is in the universal appeal, connecting to all the cultures as well as language. So whichever part of the country your students are from, whichever culture or community they belong to, music is something that everyone loves to hear. And hence, such songs can be picked up which can help you teach them of whatever you want to teach them about. So songs, let's take a look at how they can be beneficial to a teacher. Songs almost always contain authentic and natural language, which is very good for the students. A variety of new vocabulary can be introduced to students through songs. If in case you're trying to really make them understand some new words and new vocabulary, well, songs is the way to do that. Songs are usually very easily obtainable from internet and Google, etc. Songs can be selected to suit the needs and interest of the students. Grammar and cultural aspects can be introduced through the use of songs. So in case you're really wanting to make your students learn about grammar, you can use the kind of songs which will help you to introduce grammar to your students in a more fun and effective manner. The time length is easily controlled. As a teacher, you can take a note of it that if you have only 5 minutes to teach your students, you can control the length of the song by editing out the things which are not required. So as a teacher, everything is in your control. Students can experience a wide range of accents from using songs from different cultures. Students think songs are natural and a fun way to learn. So I'm sure if you are a teacher listening to this particular module, you would definitely like to use songs in order to teach your students in a more effective manner. Well, now we look at CALL, which means Computer Assisted Language Learning. What is it? Let's take a look. Multimodal practice with feedback. So you're really trying to understand computer and how you can use it to your advantage to teach your students. Individualization in a large class. Pair or small group work on projects. So if you really want to give out a project to your students, you need to pair them up and give them a topic for discussion, and they will Google it and they will try to use all the different means of internet in order to get the project in place. The fun factor is definitely there because you're trying to use the internet, and today students love to Google out the information rather than hear it from a teacher. Variety in the resources available and learning styles are used in a more effective manner. As we had mentioned, there are different kinds of learners: auditory, visual and kinesthetic. Hence, all these learners can use CALL in order to make their projects. Exploratory learning with large amounts of language data can be used, and real-life skill building in computer use. As we mentioned before, students today like real-time situations and life situations rather than the old outdated methods of teaching, which were very restricted in their learning. Let's see now how to use DVD as well as videos in order to teach your students better. Well, choose your video thoughtfully. Again, as I would suggest as a teacher, if you want to introduce DVD and video to your students, make sure that you are trying to get the right kind of video which will give out the message that you want to give to your students. Think about your audience and the purpose. If it is a very young audience or a very young students, you don't want to show them a movie or a DVD which is not according to or suitable to their age group. Remember, in a video, less is more because of the fact that you cannot control the attention span of your students. In fact, it's better to use short movies rather than long ones. Choose the best fit element according to your audience. Make sure that you're using the best kind of element. Is there a point you want to emphasize? That's again, you need to ask yourself as a teacher through the video if you're planning to use any specific word or any specific lesson that you want them to learn, and hence use the video accordingly. Well friends, using games is again a very fun element to introduce in your teaching, because games involve everyone and it makes it very interactive and a nice session for the students because they talk, they have a lot of fun, etc. So using games can help students to make and sustain the efforts of learning. Games provide language practice in the various skills like speaking, writing, listening and reading. They encourage the students to interact and communicate, and they also create a meaningful context for the different language use. I can guarantee and vouch for it that even I use a lot of games when I'm doing a lot of teaching and training sessions for my students. Well, using drama activities can also help you to enhance your learning for the students, because drama is all about acting and it's all about speech, etc. So when you give a particular subject to your students to enact it out in a drama manner, it is likely to have a better effect because students can add a fun element as well. So it's basically learning with fun rather than making learning a serious thing. Let's make it a fun thing for the students. Well friends, I hope you have enjoyed listening to this particular video on materials and resources. I did hope that you find it very, very meaningful in your teaching profession. Thank you for watching us, and please do feel free to leave in your comments.
Tutorialspoint.com. Simply easy learning.